Hello everyone, welcome to this week's session. So you are in a buyer's market. What does it mean? Does it mean, you, even if you have the intention of actually selling your house, you don't sell your house? Remember, a buyer's market is when there's a lot of homes that are available for sale, but there's not enough buyers to absorb them. Okay, so what does it mean? What how do you actually make sure that your home sells within a quicker amount of time? Because in that scenario you have very high increased inventory, or it also means that your homes normally will take very long time to sell because there's very much uh, uh, um, a decrease competition. So there's not so much competition like you will have in a seller's market. And then it also means in most cases you will have low prices for buyers. So does it mean now you have to say, Ish, it is not the right time to sell, or at that time you will not be able to sell your house? Okay, so I'm here to break down to you how you can actually sell your house even in a buyer's market, even when there's increased inventory, right? I'm just going to tell you of three things or three tips that you can do to make sure that your house sell in a very uh, uh, short period compared to the average time it takes to sell on a buyer's market. Okay, so the first thing is, right, you need to make your house stand out, right? It means you need to, especially in these days of online, so you need to make sure that your house really stand out online. It means you need to stage it very well. It means you need to be able to do like some virtual tour of your home with proper everything organized properly, like everything is in its place and all that, to make sure that it attracts the buyers, to ensure that your house really stand out compared to other houses, which means that you need to make sure that your virtual tour is proper. It must just make them imagine and feel. If it's a bedroom, they must see the spacing, they must see, they must just imagine themselves in that space, right? In the bathroom, in the kitchen. Make sure everything is in its place. Don't just put your place however, right? Because the buyers need to think about it. They need to imagine if they are in that house when they enter, right? So it means also, because that is the thing that is going to actually determine if they actually would like to book a viewing in that property. First, they need to see the photos properly taken. They need to see a video of the house properly taken. Okay, so the second thing is price to sell, right? Price to sell. It is very much important that your house is properly priced. If you don't know how to price well, then before you sign with any agent, you need to make sure that you get a proper real estate agent that understands the market in that area, so that they can actually price your house so perfectly so that the buyers can get the value for their money. Before you sign for any agent, you must also know that they're gonna price your home properly. They're gonna present your home properly in terms of the images and the virtual tour and all that. So that is very much important, that it must be covered. The last but not the least is to offer incentive to the buyers. Like, for example, I'm just giving an example. You can use any other option that you want to incentivize the buyers for your house, right? Maybe in cases where there's some damages on the house, you can say, okay, we can inspect the house together, whatever, and then whatever you feel you're not comfortable with it, I will repay it, for example. Or uh you can say you'll give the buyer some portion of the transfer fees, or whatever that works out for you, right? It is not like do this, do that. It is whatever that works for you. So guys, remember that you can sell your house in a seller's market and also in a buyer's market. It doesn't matter. It just you need to make sure that your house stands out. Guys, I'll see you in the next week's video. Cheers.